तो सुई के एयर ड्रॉप के बारे में तो हर तरफ मार्केट में बात चल ही रही है, पर फाइनली सुई का जो इवेंट है वो यहाँ पे दिल्ली एनसीआर में गुड़गांव में हो रहा है, सेक्टर 30 के अंदर। इन्होंने बहुत ही फन लविंग जगह रखी है, जैसे बॉटल एंड बैरल्स, रेदर देन किसी सिंपल जगह पे रखने से अच्छा इन्होंने किसी क्लब को चूज़ करा। तो आइए यहाँ पे देखते हैं और जो यहाँ के ऑर्गेनाइज़र हैं किम हैरिसन, उनसे भी मिलते हैं।
To really build, oh sorry, mosquito, to bring this community.
So we are here at the Sui Community Meetup, and here we have the Kim Harrison. He will tell you better about himself and as well as the Sui community. And I would say that they choose a great place because it's not a boring event; it's a club, I would say. So that's pretty great. And we just attend their seminar where we just get to know about the different dexes and different projects that has been built on Sui itself. So firstly, introduce yourself to our community. Like when did first of all your name as well as how did you introduce yourself to the crypto? Like when did you start your crypto journey, and then about the Sui?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for that. I'll hold it so you know.
Okay, yeah, just keep it from here.
Alright, cool.
Like this, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm the APAC Community Manager at the Sui Foundation, Harrison Kim. I started in the crypto journey when I was, I think, back in 2016 or 17. I bought some local Bitcoin.com. Through localbitcoin.com, I bought some Bitcoins. But that's about it. And I didn't really do much, whereas my brother continued to be on that path. And then fast forward to 2021, my brother has been, back then he was like really into Terra Luna, and we all know how that happened, what happened to that.
That's pretty great. Sorry.
No worries.
Not for you.
Oh yeah. But it was an exciting time until all the bad stuff happening. But yeah, and then I was in Taipei at the time, and I was organizing some, I was doing both coding boot camp kind of meetup. So people in Web 2 who wanted to learn how to code, we would meet at a cafe every Tuesday night. But I was also running another community, which is bringing international talent together in Taipei. But then I saw this craze with NFT in 2021, and I also happened to come across this co-working space. It was more of a lounge, co-working lounge. It had 70-inch TVs, it had maybe like 24 70-inch TVs in their space. So I'm like, this is the perfect place to have NFTs displayed. So I organized 3 NFT events then, and then I went to ETH Toronto, and I was fortunate enough to work with a team, 3 other teammates, and we got first place at the ETH Toronto Hackathon, making NFT for ticketing, soulbound token, yeah. And then fast forward another year, just another few months after ETH Toronto, I came across this opportunity at the Sui Foundation. They were hiring someone who can speak English and Korean, or English and Chinese, and I happen to speak both Chinese and Korean, and of course English. So I was very fortunate to have this role to really build, to bring this community in Asia together. So I'm really happy that I had this chance to also come to India to really explore the community here. And I really want to, my teammates and I this time, and Henry, our APAC DevRel engineer, we really wanted to make the case that India is a hot market and that we really should come here. And this time, today was a very casual community meetup event. But then the Builder House, our flagship event, Sui Builder House, will be a 2 to 3 day event where a lot more information are shared, a lot more teams building on Sui Network will present their products. And also there will be much more cooler swags that you guys can take home. So sorry, I think I went on for too long, so I'm going to pass the mic back to you.
No, but I would say like you are fortunate enough that you speak Korean as well as English, and you got to this crypto whole stuff. So I would say that whenever somebody asks you that what are the benefits of learning different languages, I would say that this could be one of the greatest benefit that one could get, like working for these community, like these crypto projects, just because you know different languages. I would say like you are fortunate enough. And what are we like, where are we standing right now in the Sui community as itself? Like, because as we all know, like after another year we would be seeing the Bitcoin halving, and I would say that like next 500 or 550 days we would say the bull run continues. So how is Sui looking towards itself, and what are the like do you see different blockchains as your competitions, or are they the part of the ecosystem? How is Sui about that, if you like want to convey something about that? Are you the right person about this to talk about?
I'm definitely not the right person to ask this question, so what I say is just my own view. But I think Sui is really just building Sui Network and Sui Move. We're really just supplying electric grid, or basically we're actually a boring company. We're an infrastructure company, right? So sometimes I find it very interesting that people are talking about blockchain when we don't know the difference between megabits per second and megabytes, you know, like, or like we don't talk about, hey, like our government just put out a new electric grid with new materials to send electricity faster across the grid. But that's basically what we're doing, right? We're building faster Web3 internet.
I would say that that's a really great example. Like if everybody is enjoying the electricity freely because they don't have to switch on their inverters or generators, but because the government is doing all the back-end process, so you are like, I would say that that's a really great example that you have given. Anything more do you want to tell us about the community, that what is planning Sui, like what Sui team has been planning on, and what are the surprises that the community have, because everybody is just getting excited about the airdrop stuff, like how much this airdrop would gonna be like. So like what are the different plans that Sui have in their, like if you know any about, or some sparkle on it?
So for those of you who follow us on Twitter, you probably must have seen posts about saying we don't do airdrops. So that's the answer. We just don't do any airdrops, and I think that's also a differentiation point, because we're all about building this, what we call like bottom-up optimization improvement on blockchain. And we're actually not a blockchain. We're a network. And if you want to learn the differentiation, I would welcome you to just search Sui Network, Evan Chung or Sam Blackshear YouTube videos, and you'll get a deeper understanding of why we're not a blockchain and we're more of a network. We're an added layer to the internet. And I think in the future, you know, Web 2, like normal internet users should not need to know this is a Web 3 app or Web 2 app. It's just an app that they like to use, and they happen to be on Web 3, but most people don't need to know that it's on Web 3. So that's the future. And we welcome other blockchains to build on top of Sui Network. So, you know, we're trying to just supply a public good and just contribute to everyone from all corners of the earth. We're really focusing on accessibility. We just really want to make that macro scale change to humanity.
So you, like we heard in your speech that you were telling about that it is an NGO. So do you want to give us some light about that, like how it is an NGO, like APAC Community is an NGO or Sui, like give us a light about that.
Maybe that was just like a poor example, but basically our goal is to raise awareness. The Sui Foundation's goal is to raise awareness on the Sui Network. And Mission Labs is a team that's building on the Sui Network, contributing to the Sui Network. So we're a decentralized, we're a permissionless layer 1 blockchain or network, and that's why we are separate companies. Yeah.
So I would say, do you want to give us some light about also like why are you focusing on the network? Like everybody is saying on the blockchain. Is there any difference between like you want to elaborate about the what is difference between blockchain and the network for the community in very simple language?
So, blockchains, the public ledger, right? It's published in blocks, right? So imagine like a train compartment, once it's full, or like a roller coaster, once it's full, it's published, it leaves. Or subway, the metro leaves, and then the next one comes, the next block is filled, and once that block is done, it's published. We don't publish in blocks. It's just like the internet, it just flows like the river, and it's just constantly just uploaded, right? So that's why we're a network. We're a blockchain that doesn't publish in blocks. It's just constantly deployed, basically.
So that's I would say that would be a learning for the community, that difference between the blockchain as well as the network, because everybody would be like, as you said, the people doesn't know the difference between the megabytes and the megabits, so they also doesn't know the difference between the blockchain as well as the I would say the network. So I think it was pretty much it. Thank you so much for this interview. Like sorry sir.
I wanted to ask you, what's the biggest learning that you had from today, from this session?
First of all, I would say that it was pretty great to see that the Sui community or the Sui team has made this happen, that they are focusing on India itself, because for like past couple of weeks or months, the Polkadot team has been so active. They did their one of the this meetup in the Delhi itself, and the main event was in the Bangalore, which was afterwards the Delhi event. So after seeing this event, that our team has just come here to see this event, like how actually this event gonna be happy, like gonna be happening about that. The community members were so active, so like there are not just for the airdrop hunters, as it is already mentioned in the Telegram group, that it's for the building phase, for the developers, for the community members who are try to build. So, and after seeing the person, like we would love to interview him also, that who is building a DEX on the DEX on Sui Network as well.
Kriya DEX.
Yeah. So we would just after your interview, that guy was amazing. We have to move up our game and just interview that guy. Okay.
Yeah, so Akash and his teammates from Kriya DEX, they all came to our recent Hong Kong Sui Builder House.
Okay.
They were also, I think they also came to our Hong Kong Builder House, I think, and another team called MovePad. So both Indian teams, they've been following us, Vietnam, Hong Kong, and hopefully we can bring our Sui Builder House to India and bring more developers in India onto Sui Network.
So like we have to catch him right now, or he maybe leave.
Yeah.
So we have to. Okay. Right. It was nice meeting you, brother.
Thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you so much.